Everybody has a different story into how their life after foster care was, how it is during foster care, and how it is afterwards. I happen to have the luck that my sisters were present in all of those. Sometimes we were very far apart, so we spent years without living together. And now this is the best home that I have right now. I happen to share it with my sisters, but it wasn't like that until, she aged out and we were able to actually move together. So it's the first time that I feel a bit of a sense of I'm home. I live in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico, where I lived all of my life, or most of it. And I have 2 sisters, which pretty much make up my whole family. I aged out of foster care at age 21, and I started a nonprofit in Puerto Rico to help other youth. Overcoming Adversities is a local nonprofit in Puerto Rico. It's for Puerto Rico, made by Puerto Rico for foster youth, by foster youth. We have a mentoring program where we support youth that are aged 18 through 25. So our focus is on that young adult development and their transition outside the system. Overcoming Adversities has one program for now. It starts from how I was able to overcome adversities. How is it that I've been able to be somewhat stable after aging out, after being homeless? Okay, now I pay my rent. I was able to get a car. What is it that has been in my life? What are these ingredients? And the ingredients were really friends. They were people. I just had good, positive people around me. Relationship building is what is going to help us develop our social capital, heal personally, deal with the different experiences, learn about the diverse paths that we can take in the world. So the first thing, I think they need exposure to people, and they need exposure to different types of spaces. So one of the things that I do, I tend to use coffee shops as a first date type of thing with the youth. And I found that sometimes they don't feel like they belong in that space. They can't go into a coffee shop because coffee shops are not accessible for everybody. But it's a space where there's diversity. And so the fact that I take them to a new space that can kind of challenge them a little bit, in the sense that they get presented with the idea, do I belong here or do I not? They're not alone. It creates a safe space. It ends up being an achievement, and it ends up being something that also teaches you. And they're like, I can do this now by myself. I tell them this. I know that, sometimes I talk about boring stuff like savings or the resumes or, finding a job, but we have to do that too. I'm a lived experience expert with Foster Club. They helped me so much during that transition of when I was like homeless, and connecting me with people in the States to get some help and figure out, what resources I really had. So through Foster Club, I connected with other organizations like FCAA, even Casey Family Programs, and the work that some of them want to do in Puerto Rico. Those connections with organizations outside led me to the National Policy Council, which is an amazing space to learn about advocacy, and it was an amazing space for me to uplift Puerto Rico and the territory. So I've been told that I'm like a result-driven person, and the fact that I can go into the community, or just somebody's feeling down or sad, it's so easy to just spend some time with someone and be able to change all of that with time and your presence. And I think a community of hope is built on this trust and this relationships, and you can't make rice and beans without rice. To me, it's like you need hope to make the community of hope, or just even like to grow as humans, to have goals. Hope is that sort of ingredient that has to be there.